Hi everyone and welcome to another video. I'm going to do something a little different with you guys today. I kind of sat down and thought, what do I do for a video? So I was considering doing like a TBR, which is like to be read, things that I want to read this month. But I am very indecisive at the moment and I'm reading this tome. It's like an 800 page, like massive book, as well as something else in between. So I'm trying to just kind of waddle through that. And actually it's something that's been, adapted into a TV show. So I'm reading and watching and reading and watching, and I'm having so much fun trying to see how accurate it was. Anyway, so what I'm doing today is I'm going to do the newbie book tag. And what kind of inspired me to do this is I saw it quite a while ago. I've been wanting to do it, but I wanted to get a couple of videos under my belt and just kind of get a little bit more comfortable before I dived into this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a couple of questions which are set for the newbie booktuber tag and kind of just have some fun with it. So the first question was, why did you start this channel? And this is actually quite simple, so that I don't drive anybody insane. I read a lot and I get super passionate when I read. So I tend to kind of bleh and vomit my thoughts and experiences and what's happening and everything over everyone. So this kind of just gives me a place to vent and express and hopefully kind of express and vent with other people. So yeah, this is an outlet for me to kind of just do that and save my husband's ears. And second question was, what are some fun and unique things that you can add to Booktube? This was a bit of a weird one for me because there are some amazing booktubers out there and I take my hat off to them. Some of them have got such unique and beautiful videos and concepts and ideas and gosh, I don't think I can necessarily add something that is perhaps better than anybody else, but I would love to join in the conversation. And that's what I want to do. I want to create more conversation and just, make some friends along the way. The third one was, what are you most excited about for this channel? And this is exactly what I was saying. I am so excited about joining the conversation and experiencing more and finding some people to read some books with and communicating and finding, just being part of the community. It's such a community and I'm so excited, that to be kind of joining that. The next question is, why do I love reading? Why do I love reading? Because it is immersive. It is completely immersive and absorbing and entertaining and transportive. You go to lands that are just beautiful and lush, and the experiences that happen through these books, that you experience through these books, and the people that you meet, it's just magical, absolutely magical and epic, and just that's why I love to read. Okay, so the next thing is, what book or series got you into reading? Now this one's a little tricky because I have been reading since a little sausage. Well, little tot. One of the earliest stories I remember is my mom saying to me, Michelle, like you wanted to go to school to learn to read, and you figured when you learned to read you were done, And as a little girl we used to go to the library, and we, when you go to the library you've got like a set amount of cards for how many books you can take out. And my brother would use his for comics, and I would go and I'd use my mom's, my grandfather's, and my own, and get a whole pile of books, and then I'd go home and put them on this tray on the floor, and I would read one book at a time and transfer from one side to the other. So I think this whole concept of TBRs and reading lists and whatever has been going on with me for quite some time. It's just a little bit more official now. So the next one is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? Where do you find your books on such amazing specials and things? I would probably also ask them, you know, a hardcover or paperback, because sometimes, you know, you prefer one or the other. I love pages that want to be, like books that want to be read. When you open them and they just fall open, and you don't have to, like, I don't know if that makes sense, but you don't have to like pry them open. And oh gosh, I love soft paperbacks, but I hate it when a spine gets broken. And I've gone off on a tangent here, which is exactly why I needed to have a venting channel, open channel thing going on. Anyway, what challenges of starting a booktube channel do you think will be the hardest to overcome? Myself. I think the biggest challenge I have to overcome is myself. Talking to someone who isn't necessarily, you know what I mean. Like when you talk, you're talking to a camera at the moment, and it's all part of joining the conversation. But that concept of pre-doing something and then it being out there for the world to see is like bearing a part of your soul without seeing the person's facial expressions. So please pop little emojis down below so that I can see facial expressions. Yeah, I think that's going to be the biggest challenge to overcome, is just overcoming myself. When did you start reading? I think I kind of nailed that one. Where do I read? I read in the garden. I read mostly on my couch, wrapped up in a blanket, or with a cushion and a cup of coffee, or a glass, a cup of coffee, and my two little boys like playing or doing their thing around me. That is absolutely the most amazing place that I read. And then lastly, what kinds of books do I read? So I read a lot of fantasy. I love how transportive and immersive it is. It just literally removes you from everyday life completely, because nothing's, usually there's so little that is comparative or relational or comparable, that you are literally just removed from everyday life and dumped into this world that is just magical and immersive and emotional and expressive and just transportive into this whole new situation. And it's like having a holiday. It's like, change is like a holiday. They say that all the time, but reading a book is literally like a break from your life. Not that you want a break from your life, but it's like, it's refreshing. It's refreshing to come back and enjoy your life more because you've enjoyed that so much. Anyway, it's been super fun to kind of just do this quick little video with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been quite interesting. What I will say though is some of the series that kind of really got me into reading, Harry Potter, obviously, like, that's kind of a bit of a moment. One of my other absolute favorites from teenage years is I used to read a lot of James Patterson. So I like a lot of like crime, thriller and stuff like that as well. Well, it's not really thriller, but you know what I mean. I loved like James Patterson. One of my absolute favorites is Alex Cross, Women's Murder Club series. They are just phenomenal. The Eragon series, the Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini, they are just phenomenal. So anyway, you let me know, please just pop a link to, a message down below. Let me know what your favorite series were, what got you into reading, just out of pure curiosity, and to, join the conversation with me. Anyway, guys, I will see you next time. Hopefully I'll have my brain screwed on a little bit more as to what I'll be reading, and I'll pop you one of those videos and do a nice little TBR. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video and listening to me rant and kind of reminisce somewhat. That was actually super fun to do, and I'll make sure to link those other sites down below so that you can check out some of my other favorite booktubers. See you next time.